Hey, welcome to the studio. I'm going to be rambling a bit today. I'm not feeling super well. All the rest of the family is a bit sick. And I might be slurping on coffee while I'm talking because this is 6 minutes long. That's a long time to talk. And yeah, I'll ramble. Okay, let's talk about what I'm doing here. So I've never designed a dress before. I've never done this. Not an actual dress where I'm going to be sewing, hand sewing, and not gluing and making sure everything is made really well. I want my fairies to be dressed well and right so it will last for many years. I'm also making a posable fairy, so it has to have fluid and movement to it. So I wanted to do fur elements. I'm not sure if I like using this heavy of a fur. It seems like the colors are a bit darker. I really wanted to do white, and originally my idea was to do all white, but I think pure white is too much. So instead I'm going to layer layers of off-white and cream tones, but not too creamy. So I love the texture of this tulle, and I saw this really cool tutorial about how they took tulle and sewed it into kind of like a feather shape where you can cut the sides and make little tiny feathers. And so I think I'm going to do that with this. Now keep in mind, I have 6 fairies, 6 princess fairies I have to design for. All of them are sisters, and they're part of the winter fairy court, which is royal and epic, but it is a snow-based land they live in, so it has to be kind of warm, right? And I love the idea of layers and textures and sparkles and feathers. And so here I am trying out the little feather idea, trying to get an idea or a mental image of it. And I love the idea of fur. So, well, obviously, right, they live in the snow. They gotta keep warm, poor little fairies, even though they are magical. And technically they don't need warmth, I guess, because they just have their magic, right? Anyways, so I love the idea of the velvet, which I wanted to put heavy, beading on. And yeah, I'm going to hand bead it. We'll see how that goes. Never really done hand beading before on fabric. All this stuff is new for me. It's all experimental. That's why I put experimental in the little heading, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just throwing it out there. So I'm cutting up a little felt. So I took white felt and I'm going to kind of fold it into the shape of a little tiny leaf. And I thought that would look really cool if I sewed a whole bunch of them on the front. And here I'm like, should I do it there? No, maybe do it here. And yeah, I think that would look amazing, right? To have those overlapping petals down the front of that top piece. Or I could do the whole skirt in those. How long would that take me? Maybe 1,000 years, I don't know. And I got a little tiny sparkle element, which I will definitely, if I do this leaf pattern, I will be folding the little sparkles inside. They're like little white rhinestones. So, okay, and this is where I take a sip of coffee. Sorry. My throat was hurting a bit. Okay, so yeah, I wonder how many I would need. Ooh, if you like any of these design styles, let me know in the comments. I think it'd be kind of fun to design this together. I know I don't have very many subscribers right now, but they'll grow, I think, as I continue this process, because it's interesting, right? And it's weird, and who does this? Nobody. So you see my grandma glasses in the corner? Yeah, I have grandma glasses because I'm blind. I need them. They literally look like binoculars. All right, anyways. So pinned it on, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of like that. I think I'm going to go for that. So probably one of the dresses will definitely have the little felt feather leaf element. And there's the head. Obviously, I'll scale this down a bit. That's not the right scale. This is literally the tiniest dress form I could find. I might have to make my own dress form if I need an actually accurate one, because this is a bit larger. I think it's almost the right size, but not quite. Okay, so I don't remember what I'm doing here. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is the idea I want to do. The heavy embellishment, the sequins, the beading, the sparkles. I mean, it's a royal princess, a fairy princess. You got to have sparkles. You got to have the beading. The only problem is it going to weigh down the fabric? Yes, it will, a lot. So I'll have to keep that in mind. And I love the idea of the light silk over the beading. So it's not all heavy beading, but you have the texture element, like I was talking about, the layers of the silk, the layers of the fur. The fur catches the wind a bit and kind of flutters, so it has this light this light movement to it, and the beading is a bit more heavier. And I also like the idea of the lace and embellishing the lace. And now I'm like experimenting different styles. Like, do I want it on the sleeve? I might want it on the sleeve. If so, just a little bit. And the fur placement, where do I want the fur placement? Do I want it to go on the dress? I definitely want fur elements in the dress. How am I going to do that? You know how the fairies have like these big like poofy side things, or princesses do? So it'd be cool to do maybe a design on one of the dresses where it's not so much on the neck, and there it's detached and just like a fur, like a neck collar. Like that would be cool, right? With like little dripping rhinestones. Or on the bottom of the dress. There's like so many ideas, so many different ways you could design this. And I'm thinking, I only have to do 6. Like, I have so many ideas. How am I going to cut it down to just 6? But then there's the time element, which takes, all this takes so much time too. But it's so much fun to share this process with you. I'm so glad. If you guys want to follow along, I'll keep posting. It's not hard to post. And I want to record my journey anyways. And at the end, do like this huge, like long video of just, showing the entire process from start to finish. I think that'd be neat. All right, I'm going to go, and I will check back with you guys later. If you want to keep up, just follow my channel. I'll keep posting. Bye.